The gates of Babylon. The sun illuminated the mighty walls of Babylon. Among the crowds passing through the city gates walked a young man, his eyes filled with both curiosity and uncertainty. He longed to understand the secrets of prosperity. It was then that a wise elder, with deep eyes and a serene voice, approached him and said, "Riches do not belong only to kings and merchants. Any man or woman who learns the eternal laws of gold can prosper. Walk with me, and I will show you the paths that lead to abundance." Thus began the young man's journey, a path that would reveal to him the laws that could transform his life forever. The first law of wealth: pay yourself first. The young man learned that regardless of how much he earned, he should always keep a portion for himself before spending on anything else. The sage told him, "Of every 10 coins that enter your purse, keep 1 for yourself." He who saves first ensures that gold works in his favor, rather than seeing his effort vanish in fleeting expenses. This lesson engraved itself in his heart. Wealth is born from the habit of keeping something for oneself before satisfying the desires of the moment. The second law of wealth: control your expenses. As he watched merchants offering perfumes, fabrics, and spices, the young man realized how easy it was to spend everything one possessed. The sage warned him, "There are desires disguised as needs. If you do not learn to distinguish between them, you will never accumulate treasure." Thus, he understood that living below one's means was the key to building lasting wealth. The third law of wealth: make gold multiply. With his first coins saved, the young man asked how he could make them grow. The sage explained, "Gold must work for you. Lend it wisely, invest in solid ventures, and let it bring forth children, and let the children bring forth grandchildren. Thus will your treasure multiply over the years." He learned that to save without investing was to let gold sleep, but to invest wisely was to awaken its multiplying power. The fourth law of wealth: protect. He walked through the ancient streets of Babylon, where the golden light of the sun reflected on the bustling marketplace. Merchants carried bags of coins, their voices echoing through the narrow streets, while some men and women struggled to make ends meet. In the young man's heart, a quiet question grew louder. How can I also achieve prosperity? How can I turn my effort into lasting abundance? A wise elder noticed the young man's curiosity and restlessness. With a calm yet commanding presence, he approached. "Listen carefully. Wealth is not given by chance, nor does it fall from the heavens. Wealth is built through discipline, courage, and wisdom applied consistently. Every coin you save, every effort you multiply, every lesson you learn is a brick in the foundation of your freedom." The young man felt a spark of understanding. These were not empty words. They were the first steps on a path that could transform his life forever. The power of paying yourself. First, the elder continued, "Many look at the rich and envy their possessions, without understanding that wealth is a result of small, disciplined habits. The first law of gold is simple: pay yourself first. Set aside a portion of every coin you earn before you spend on anything else. Save consistently, and your gold will begin to grow." The young man realized that wealth was not about how much he earned, but how wisely he managed what he kept. The habit of saving became his first act of self-respect, the first step toward freedom. Controlling expenses. As they walked further, the young man noticed the temptation of luxurious goods, perfumes, fine fabrics, and exotic spices. The elder spoke, "Many desires disguise themselves as needs. If you fail to distinguish between what is necessary and what is superfluous, your gold will slip through your fingers. Live within your means, discipline your spending, and you will lay the groundwork for lasting wealth." The young man understood that control over his expenses was more powerful than any sudden windfall. Making gold work. The elder gestured to the merchants who invested and traded wisely. Gold that sleeps remains dormant. Gold that works multiplies. Invest wisely. Lend to those who understand commerce. Plant seeds today, and in time they will bear fruit beyond your expectations. Let your wealth work for you, not the other way around. The young man felt inspired. Saving was important, but making gold grow was the key to prosperity. Protecting treasure. Walking past men who had lost fortunes due to reckless ventures, the elder warned, "Never entrust your gold to untested hands. Protect it carefully. Prudence is as important as courage. Learn to evaluate risk. Guard what you earn. This is how fortunes endure through time." The young man absorbed this lesson, realizing that wisdom must accompany ambition. Investing for the future. The elder pointed to the fortified walls of Babylon. Just as these walls protect the city, your investments must safeguard your future. Acquire land, participate in solid ventures, and always plan ahead. Wealth built with foresight secures not just today, but tomorrow and even the generations to come. The young man understood that true wealth was not for fleeting pleasures, but for long-term security. Continuous learning. The elder reminded him, knowledge is the greatest guardian of gold. The world is ever-changing. Those who stop learning become vulnerable. Seek wisdom, observe carefully, and never assume you know enough. Each lesson learned strengthens the foundation of your prosperity. The young man realized that wealth without knowledge could vanish, but wisdom combined with action would endure forever. Multiple streams of income. In the marketplace, the elder showed how Babylon thrived through multiple channels feeding the city. A single source of water can dry, a single income can fail. But those who cultivate many sources, work, investments, enterprises, ensure a continuous flow of wealth. Diversify, and you protect your life against uncertainty. The young man saw that true security comes from abundance in many forms, not reliance on a single path. Planning for the future. The elder showed him an elderly man living in peace, supported by savings accumulated in youth. Prepare for tomorrow, save for old age, care for your family, and anticipate the days when you may no longer work. Planning is the key that transforms uncertainty into security. The young man understood that wealth is not merely for the present, it is a shield for the future. Generosity and legacy. Finally, the elder led the young man to the temple, where merchants gave part of their gold to help the needy. Gold that does not circulate grows stagnant. He who shares never grows poor. Generosity opens doors that no coin can buy. The man who